Hey guys, what's up? It's Oscar. How you doing? Haven't seen you in a little while, but I did this shave today, and I wanted to get and basically give a shout out to Leo Frilot. Man, this guy is amazing. I did. It started out like this. My nephew just recently got out of the army after 10 years. He's a West Point graduate, Afghanistan vet, Apache helicopter pilot. This coming weekend, we're all going to get together and up at in Central California, where some of my family lives, and we're all going to get together, and it's going to be partly you know, his dad, my brother, and another brother, and him. And it's been a while since, and my nephew, another nephew, it's been a while since we've all been together, and when we get together we always have a great time. And this is going to be the first time that the five of us, along with our families, have all been together. And the main thing is the fact that my nephew Carlos just got out of the army, so we want to celebrate that. But I wanted to think of a kind of a good gift to bring him, and first thing that popped into my head, and he's into wet shaving some when he has the time. But he's got, you know, basic equipment, artist shaving cream, you know, basic razor and stuff. So I thought that a good idea would be put together a set for him. And naturally, putting together a set of a brush and razor and stuff, the first name that popped into mind is Leo Frilot at Perfect Woodworks. Leo Frilot, Frilot. He's done work for me before. He did the sheriff brush for me, and if you ever look at his work on his page, he does some amazing work. He just did a replica of a Stanley Cup as a brush handle. He does a lot of really good, you know, detailed work, and he's just a magician. So, but what I had in mind was a basic, you know, just a basic brush and razor set. And I got in touch with him on, I want to say, the 3rd of July, and right before the holiday weekend and stuff, the 3rd or the 2nd. And I ran this by him, and we're all getting together on the 13th. So I said, look, Leo, I said, if you can't do this, I understand, but I'm getting together in less than a couple of weeks, and I just wonder if we can pull this off. And he just jumped on it. He said, no problem. We started back and forth with ideas for colors and design and stuff, and he helped me. You know, I didn't decide to do like a basic army kind of a theme. You know, what type of colors, all this stuff, and then, you know, what kind of coin do I want on the brush and everything. But with Carlos being a West Point graduate, we had to go with the black and gold. We had to go with the black and gold colors of the Black Knights of West Point, and which is basically, you know, the colors of the Army anyway. I didn't want like a camouflage color theme. I didn't want. I wanted something a little bit more unique to the West Point and the actual colors of the Army. So what we came up with first actually was the color scheme and then the coin. So he showed me a couple examples. Leo showed me a couple examples of coins that he had that with the Army logo and the coat of arms and stuff like that. And then we decided on the logo for the Black Knights out of West Point. That is the logo for the sports teams. And naturally the color had to be black and yellow. Now this wasn't a difficult job for Leo, I assume. So going back, so he said, I'm going out of town for the holiday weekend. We'll talk about it on Monday. He went ahead and ordered the coin. Supposedly the coin was to take 5 to 10 days. It got there in like 3, and then he got started, and then the next day he showed me pictures. I'll get into the other stuff, but he showed me a picture. He was done. He did it in a day for me, and the whole point of this, the main point of this video is I gotta just shout out and give him props, because I mean, you know, I may be taking a little bit of a risk doing this, because other people might think that, hey, Leo, I heard you did this last minute, and I heard you can do, and I don't want to get Leo inundated with stuff like that, but I have to give him props, man, because he's just now like I said, he's done a lot of more complicated stuff, that's, you know, a lot of different colors of blanks. He glues them together and all this stuff that he creates. And this is a pre-made, pre-mixed blank that he already had. But that's not to take away from his work, but it helped that it was something that was already, that he already had on hand. So, but he did it, and he did it for me quickly, and he sent it out the next day, and it got here like 3 days ago, and I just now am getting around to talk. I was gonna just say, you know, post it and post pictures and, you know, hey, Leo's the man, or anything. But I wanted to tell the little bit of the backstory and why I'm doing this. And I needed to show, I mean, this is, look at that. This is just amazing. And it's, again, it's a, I'm sure it's a pre-mixed blank already, but it's the perfect colors. And that is a tuxedo knot. It's a 26mm tuxedo synthetic, which I actually used it for this shave I just did, and I wanted to break it in for, you know, before Carlos had to use it. And it's synthetic, so it doesn't take a lot of break in, but it is a tuxedo bulb, and I wonder how it would compare to the Black Wolf on my wolf whiskers. And this is 25 mil, and it's basically a hybrid. It's a fan slash bulb knot. The tip, everything's, I love this one, but overall, for my preference, I may like this one better. The fibers are the same. I mean, they feel like they're the same type of fibers. The knots feel the same as far as density. But this one, I don't know, just something about this one. The tips aren't quite as soft as these, but I don't know if it's a millimeter thicker of a knot. I didn't know that it would make a difference, but it kind of felt like it did. It took it and held lather a lot. I want to say a lot better than this one. This one, it feels a little looser. The knot feels a little looser, so it almost I almost feel like I have to re-lather after the second application, because the lather gets so thin. This one seems to hold the lather better, which makes the second and third latherings, applications of lather better, because there's more product left in the knot than there is in this one. So my opinion, tuxedo over Black Wolf, but I still like this. So I mean, it's wolf whiskers, man. But yeah, I may like tuxedo before Black Wolf. Anyway, so like I said, Leo, he threw this together in, like, basically threw it together, sent it out, and I got it all within like 4 days. So again, Leo, masterful work. I love it. I know it's not your most complicated work, but it's still awesome. So this will be part of the gift that I give to my nephew. Along with that came a DE. Here's the handle. You know, basic straight bar, safety razor. There's the colors again. It was a little slippery, so I had to kind of keep drying it, but I mean, you give up a little bit of that for the design. Now this is a very basic double-edged head, not quite like, you know, the Edwin Jaggers and stuff. I think it's more reminiscent of the McCours. Now I'd never used anything like this one besides the Edwin Jagger, and then I went straight to the Phoenix and stuff. But I was afraid it was going to be really mild, and it wasn't. It was actually really efficient. I was surprised at how not mild it was. But what I'm not crazy about with straight bars is I feel like it takes off all the product. You know, almost like a wiper blade on a windshield. It takes off everything, unless you have the good angle and allow the combs kind of to do their thing. That purpose is to allow the product a little bit of the product to flow through to the blade, and keep a little of the lubrication. Excuse me. And I used Mountain Man by Sterling, which is a very slick soap. So, but the straight bar, what it did is it kind of basically, you know, had that windshield wiper effect where it was taking off all the residual slickness. I mean, that is a slick ass soap. but it was still a very efficient shave, and I just got, I mean, it's different than what I'm used to, but I was surprised at how not mild it was, but it wasn't really that aggressive either, so I liked it. It was a good shave. I think this is, you know, the stuff that they buy in kits. You know, it's not super top quality, but it's not really junk either, so the shave was good. I like that. But also, this is the main post of the brush and towel and razor holder. You know, you unscrew this part, and you know, there's the stand, and then the base goes here. So again, matching stand, razor, and brush. So I just, like I said, I just wanted to do this video as a quick shout out to Leo. You know, there are other people who can do this type of work, but I've never had a bad experience with Leo. This is the second or third project we've done together, and thanks, man. Thanks, Leo. Leo Frilot, Frilot, on Facebook. I want to say it's Perfwood. I knew I was gonna mess it up. I'm sorry, I was a little unprepared. But I'll put the link in the description. But you know, and then congratulations to my nephew Carlos getting out of the Army, representing here, and that was it. I used, like I said, Sterling Mountain Man, which is a, oh, and Leo threw in some Silver Blues, which is a dupe of Creed Silver Mountain Water, and I will finish with Creed Silver Mountain Water. So, all right, well, that was it. Just hadn't seen you guys in a while. Hope everything's good. Hope everybody's well. Hope you had a good holiday weekend, 4th of July, and everybody be well. So